Blessings, blessings, welcome. Got to ask ourselves this question today is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Because if it's not one of three, I don't want it. And so here we are looking at this day. We're looking at the ability to exercise our minds, to exercise our abilities, to start to open up the mind, to start to see the beauty. And I look at all of you out there. I look at all of you that are going through things. I look at all of you that have faced off against different challenges. You know, I am starting to recognize that what we have going on inside is present. That to be within ourselves, to be in the exact moment, to focus to the place to where we are aware, where we are finding ourselves, where we are finding our abilities, where we have what it takes. And it's amazing how wonderful, it becomes to realize that when we ask the questions of ourselves, are we focused? What is it that you focus into? Can you find the time for yourself? Can you find the space within you to be who you are? You see, a lot of times people tell you you can't, What about that day you decide to go for a walk by yourself? What about that day you decide to spend a few minutes putting out some positivity, putting out something into the universe? What about that few minutes that you start by reading a book? What about that few minutes that you spend putting yourself in a place where you have what it takes? You see, a lot of times the challenges that we're facing off against is getting to the place to accept ourselves for who we are. Accept ourselves for the person who you beautifully are in the universe. See, you are a gift. You have gifts, you have talents, you have skills. It's the person who starts to say, I can do it. It's the person who starts to say, it can become possible. It's the person who's decided that they're tired of eating dirt, that they're going to get up. They're going to do what it takes. They're going to find a way. And so here we are, my friends. Here we are, listening to the rain. We're listening to the present moment. Are you in that present moment? Are you in that place where what you're doing today is a reflection of motivation? And so how can we strengthen our mentalities? How can we start to focus? How can we start to elevate our minds to where we allow ourselves to be present? When we see these beautiful things, like right now I'm looking out at some trees, I'm listening to some rain, and I'm in that place. Are you in that place in your professions? Are you in that place in your companionships? Are you in that place in your homes? Do you spend that time to invest into those people that matter to you? That's the question that we ask ourselves every day. When we build a community of people, when we build a mentality, it takes challenge by challenge, little by little, focusing on positivity, focusing on the ability to be who you are on the inside. See, a lot of people tell you it's not possible, and then they see somebody achieve it. So we got to learn to stop putting those barriers in front of our minds. We got to start opening up the mind, opening up the self. And so, like I do every day, I talk a little bit about meditation. And so I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. There's many different forms of meditation. You could take a walk. You could have a little bit of time to open up. You could go in a gym. You could go into that space, into that phase. You can go into that place. You can go into music. You can go into singing. Or you can go, as I enjoy, into breath work. But finding that place to decompress is very important. Finding that space where you have that time to be within you. Finding that space where you have that time to believe in you. Even when there's people telling you it's not possible. Even when the people that are closest to you tell you you can't do it. You got to believe that you have what it takes within you. You got to know that you have what it takes. You got to see it before it becomes possible. Many times you will see somebody who says, I want this car. Then they go to a place and they sit inside the car. I want this verbal, visual thing. Are they doing it? That's the question. Are they putting themselves in a place where what you believe in becomes a reflection from the knowledge within you? And when you sit down and you start to seek out those ways, when you start to find those dreams, when you start to take those things serious, when you start to take your gifts, your talents, your abilities serious, you will become a miracle. You will become something amazing. And when you do that within your dreams, when you do that within your goals, my friends, you become present. You want to live your life. You want to live your ability. You want to live within who you are. And it's a joy to be who we are on the inside. See, what you believe about yourself and your reflection, if you continue to go inside, if you continue to find a way to be who you are, if you continue to find a way to overcome, then those dreams become possible. Then those abilities start to open up. Then the universe has the ability to yield its wealth. So as I do that same kind of dream, as I use that same kind of energy, that red, that purple, that green, that blue, that white energy fields within all of us, I look within myself and I ask the same question, brothers, sisters. Out there, are you centering yourself in a place where you're reflecting outwards, that other people see you in your space of meditation? So let's do that. Let's strive to be that kind of person. Let's strive to utilize those kinds of gifts, those kinds of talents, those kinds of abilities that other people call impossible. Because when you're by yourself, when you find that minute for you, when you find those dreams, when you find those talents, when you find those abilities, let me tell you, that place inside of you starts to open up. That place of discipline, that place where you are who you are on the inside, starts to find a way. And so when you become that kind of discipline, you leave ripples. See, a lot of people don't enjoy the process. When we find the process is beautiful, when we find the angle that we face off against is possible, when we find that dreams become available, then we start to become that kind of light. You might not know the way, but if you continue to grind, if you continue to put yourself in that space, if you continue to put yourself in that place, it will become possible, because your dreams are just a vibration, And you can achieve things that other people say weren't possible when you believe in yourselves. I want you to ask yourself this question. Is what I'm doing today, is it focus? Is it knowledge? And is it discipline to the reflection of inspiration? Because when we uplift other people from being ourselves truly, when we uplift ourselves from being who we are on the inside, when we uplift other people, then that vibration vibrates outwards as a reflection of inspiration. As I close, I just want to say to you, I hope your day is blessed. I hope your light shines bright. And I do want you to see that you're worth it. Blessings, blessings, blessings as always, and namaste.